Yo, what's good, YouTube? Hope you guys are doing well today. And today we are back at it again with another episode of Stayin in D1. Haven't done one in a while, and it feels good to be back and running through another Division 1 run. As you guys can see, we got a brand new team. 4-1-2-1-2 is the formation, La Liga BPL hybrid, and I'm doing something that I want to experiment with. You guys see Fellaini there as a center back, set him as a CDM. If I had Tim Howard in goal, we would actually get 7 chemistry with him. Unfortunately, we only have 5, but this is something I've been wanting to try ever since I saw a post by Boris Legend, the winner of the Virgin Gaming $140,000 tournament. He actually sets up Barcelona with Alex Song as the center back in a 4-3-3. So I said, let me apply that concept to Ultimate Team and see how it goes. And let me tell you, I had quite a bit of fun with Fellaini as a center back. He's strong, he's tall, he's got good defending stats, nothing to complain about. And what better way to test it other than playing against a full Brazilian team with a lot of pace. And you guys can see this guy's just slide tackling me, can't get the ball, dribbling at will, passing the ball nicely, finding Javi Garcia, rocket it, but his keeper makes a good save early on. He eventually is going to try to get me on a counter here, but Javi Garcia, crazy lunge into that one, wins the ball, and Di Maria is going to feed it nicely. We're going to eventually find Benzema, cleans things up 16 minutes in, and just like that, our first game back with our Division 1 run, we score early on, set a statement early on in the game, and we were not done there. Higuain breaks free with a weak foot shot, and what happens there? David Luiz, you deserve that for all the crazy things you made me do and say during FIFA 12. I am glad you fumbled that one right into your own goal. Thank goodness. We're up 2-0 just like that. Break free with Benzema, go near post, goes out for a corner, rush this one. Who's on mark? Higuain, and ooh, mama, there goes that man. What a nice goal. Nice overhead scissors kick. And just like that, we're up 3-0. Already have 7 shots. There's number 8. He saves that one. We get another corner kick. Cross it in quick. And Higuain, get up there, son. How is the air up there? We're up 4-0 just like that. Our first game back in Division 1 is looking super solid. Still on the attack. Just an onslaught of attacks, one by one, but he's gonna get free with Wellington. But Joe Hart, you know how he's clutch, you know how he does. He comes through for us, keeps things scoreless for our opponent, and here's the easy part. Finish that after that over-the-top through ball, but we fail the easy part. Unlucky not to go up 5-0. David Villa's going to do some nice sidestep, and ooh, just goes right away from that post. Almost scored our 5th goal again. Eventually, Javi Garcia is going to get free inside the box, cross it into Benzema, bounces off the ground onto the post, fumbles the ball again, falls to Benzema, but Benzema could not get back on sides. That goal does not count. That number 5 is running away for us, but Benzema makes up for it. Stops, scoop turns, finishes. That's as easy as it gets, and he is as cool as the other side of the pillow. Just like that, we get our 5th goal, but 90 minutes in, is he going to get a consolation goal? It seems that way. He is gone, ladies and gentlemen. No catching Vagnarov, and Wellington lays it off back and forth, and oh my goodness, how do you not even sweat correctly, my man? Like, that's the easiest finish in the game. He ends up not finishing. We end up walking away with a 5-0 scoreline. Look at that domination. Mama, there goes that man. We end up going up 3 points. Let's go ahead and hop into the next game right away. Now for this opponent, guys, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to go over the whole scope of the game because as you guys can see, he doesn't have that great of a team, right? He's got 3 pacey center backs or so, and he's using a 3-5-2 formation, and of course he's going to put it on ultra defensive and get me on the counter or try to get me on the counter multiple times. Now, what I want to go over is what to do when you come up against players like this. Now, before all you hippies out there start hating and say, oh my God, he's copying Japes, he's discussing this topic. Before all the hippies out there say say that, I want to go over this because this is happening quite a bit to me lately, and I'm sure it's probably happening to you guys. A lot of people are using this formation. They're putting out an ultra defensive, and they're just trying to get you on the counterattack over and over and over. And it's not only the 3-5-2, it's the 5-2-2-1, it's the 4-2-3-1, it's the 4-3-3. They just put it on ultra defensive and bomb over the top through balls over and over and over. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So tip number one to stop people like this: put your tactic on defensive. I cannot stress that enough. Now, why do you want to put it on defensive? It's because your left back and right back will push up the pitch if they don't have the right work rates. I'm using Richards, who has a high attacking work rate. I believe Baines also has a high attacking work rate, so that's not good for me. I put it on defensive so that they don't push up so much, and they're sitting back for me defending, which is exactly what I want. Number two, you want to find out what kind of defense your opponent is playing. As you guys can see on your screen, I'm moving the ball back and forth, trying to find out what he's doing. He's containing, as you guys can see, and he's doing nothing but containing. The reason why I want to find out if he's containing or not is because there are simple things you can do with the ball that will beat contain. Something like fake shot, ball rolls, all that stuff, that will beat contain. It will send their defender one way and you can take off the other. As you can see in multiple clips, I'm maintaining possession of the ball to the best of my ability. When I do lose possession, my 4 defenders are waiting for him for that over-the-top through ball, and that's because I have it on defensive. Now, eventually, you will get your fair share of chances. As you guys can see, I finally get my corner. Instead of going for it and crossing it in, this time I lay it off, but I bluff the second time, get it into Benzema, who gets up, wins the header, puts it in for me, and finally I'm up 1-0. Now, here's the thing. When you're up 1-0, don't just start passing it around the back. Still do what you were doing. As you guys can see, I'm passing the ball around the pitch. If I lose possession, that's completely fine, but I still want to attack. I don't want to sit back and, let him attack me or pressure me. I want to get him frustrated, and as you guys can see, he's getting really frustrated that he can't get possession of the ball, but at the same time, I'm attacking. I'm not passing around the back. I'm maintaining possession and attacking at the same time, which is exactly what you guys have to practice on. He's still using contain, which is completely fine, but he's applying a little bit more pressure, and I'm finding open space. This time we cross it in. Look at that. Higuain's unmarked. I could have done a lot of things with that. Instead, I go for the header. Doesn't work for us. Could have probably scored a second goal. I don't. Completely fine. Again, pay attention to what exactly I'm doing, though. Still maintaining possession. He tries again for an over-the-top through ball. Doesn't work. My defenders are back waiting for him. A plus is that I have Fellaini there as my center back with 70 pace, which is always good. So he's able to keep up with his strikers. I'm not really sure how pacey his strikers are, but we were able to keep up with them just fine. Another tip that I want to talk about is playing the ball out wide. You guys can see in multiple clips, I play it out wide and then cut inside. We get another shot on goal there. Can't score, but that's completely fine. But the reason why you want to play it out wide is when people put it on ultra defensive, they generally tend to clog the midfield and they leave the wings open. That's why I like formations with wingers and with width. So the 4-1-2-1-2, the 4-2-3-1 has width, obviously, but something like the 4-3-1-2, I don't enjoy much at all. I think it's not a great formation whatsoever. But as you guys can see, 90th minute now, I'm just dribbling the ball back and forth and watching him contain me, and the match finally ends. We walk away with a 1-0 draw. Now, it was a very boring match to play. It really despises me that people play like this. You guys can see I had 70% possession, only 3 shots on target, but that's all we needed to get the win. We got our 6 points. That's all we need. But this was a very boring game for me to play, though, guys. Being forced to play, pass around way too much in a game is kind of boring for me. Probably was a boring match for you guys to see as well. It wasn't a rant. I wasn't whining about people playing that way. I'm just saying that I apologize that I have to produce boring content because of that. I like to be exciting when I commentate over videos. I like to be energetic and enthusiastic, all that good stuff. But I really wanted to get this one out of the way and talk about it real quick, so you guys know. Sometimes that's why I took a break from staying in D1, because at times matches were pretty boring. There was not much action. But hey, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Hopefully people start making unique teams. Hopefully people start, realizing that it's okay to have a little bit of fun rather than defending a whole game. In any case, we're not going to go ahead and rant about it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you guys want to see daily FIFA content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I mean, what else you gonna do? We'll catch you guys all tomorrow. Later.